Hi, welcome to the Amherst Quilters Guild YouTube channel. We are recording some videos and we're hoping to record meetings so that those of you who are unable to attend for one reason or another will have access to all of our meetings and programs. Now, at the bottom of your screen you should see a like button and a subscribe button. We would appreciate it if you would press the like button. That way we know how many people are watching and who will continue to watch our videos. The subscribe button will let you have access to advance notice when a new video is being posted. And there's also a section below for comments, and please leave feedback. We want to know exactly what you're thinking and whether you like what we're doing or not. So today, this is a bonus video. I'm calling it the Christmas bonus because it's a test video for us. We want to be able to practice a little before we get into the serious things. And so we thought we'd do this little video for you on penny rug ornaments. Now, this was one of my COVID projects where I could sit on the couch and do something that was at least remotely productive. And I started out with felt. Now, I personally am very sensitive to wool, so wool applique is kind of out of reach for me, but felt comes in acrylic, polyester, and wool blends, which I find tolerable. And I also saw frequently bamboo, which is interesting. That's something new in felt. Now, to make penny rugs, you need a lot of circles. Now, you don't have to buy anything fancy to make circles. You have circles all over your house. You have everything from mugs to glasses to bowls to bottle caps. They're everywhere. So just look for circles of various sizes that you can trace onto your felt and cut out. Now, with felt and the penny rug techniques, you don't have to be quite as perfect as you might otherwise be, because as you do the blanket stitching, the felt kind of absorbs some of the wonkiness that you get. If you need practice making a blanket stitch, this is a great product. This is tiger tape, and it's available in most sewing stores, certainly online, but you'll notice it's a tiny little 1/4 inch masking tape that's marked with lines. Now, the lines are 9 to the inch, which is the size that they make for doing hand quilting stitches. But if you do every other one, that'll give you about 1/4 of an inch in between stitches, which I find is the most attractive with blanket stitching. Now, if we have a lot of circles, a whole pile of circles, what makes the penny rug is the stacking. So if we stack, say, a front and back, and a smaller circle, and a heart, and a circle, and another circle, that'll give us a fairly attractive little penny rug ornament. Now, this is a sample of what the finished one would look like. Now, I have a collection of buttons that I've had for years and years and years and never used for anything. And these buttons are very attractive. They were probably expensive, but time has gone by and I've never used them. So I decided I'd use them on my penny rugs. So, first of all, we start stitching, and I like to stitch from the top piece down. That way you don't have as much in your hand. as you would if you were working in the other direction. Now the blanket stitch is a very, very simple stitch. You go in about 1/4 of an inch from the previous stitch and go through the loop and pull it tight. And that is the stitch. That's all there is to it. Now periodically I like to do a little extra stitch just to keep them where they are supposed to be. Okay, so 1/4 of an inch in, and then we'll pull it up through the loop. Very simple. And just keep going until you get to the end. Then knot it off, and you can very easily bury your knots inside. Now, if you're making an ornament, of course you want to have a hanging loop. Now this is 1/4 inch grosgrain ribbon that I just stitched on the inside with a button, and then when I put the back on, it's completely hidden. See, nothing shows. And it looks it looks finished. Now with the round ornaments, I found that they are easiest to do if there is a little bit of cardboard inside. That keeps them in a nice shape. Now these cardboard pieces, this is a 4-inch cardboard circle that I got on Amazon. They're actually bar coasters. So they're a lovely, perfect circle, which is probably better than I can do. And once I put the last row in, it's about 1/4 of an inch from the edge on this. This is a 4.5 inch circle. So we can, when you do your stitching, you can go right up to the edge of the cardboard and keep it nice and firm. Now if you're doing another shape, and these shapes can be from cookie cutters or anything really that you have around, coloring books, clip art, whatever. For these, let's see, this is a finished bird right here. That bird is finished. But for these, what works the best is a few layers of batting inside, just around their tummies, because tummies are where our fluff is. Now, and again, the same blanket stitching on everything. I also find that contrast stitching is effective. That makes everything stand out more. The thread that I like to use is a number 8 pearl cotton, and there are innumerable brands of number 8 pearl cotton out there. This is DMC, Valdani. I mean, there are just so many. You can find lots and lots. But the number 8 pearl gives you a little bit more depth to the stitching than you get with embroidery floss. Although if you've got tons of embroidery floss in your house, left over from your various collections and projects, it'll work fine too. So, now if you'd like to make this little envelope, this is a square, and again there's a cardboard shape inside this lining piece here, and if people are interested I can send out a pattern on the newsletter and directions. If you have circles left over, you can make a little bell. I don't think you can hear that, but there's a tiny bell in there which was a clearance button that I bought at one point in time. And if you have tiny little pieces left over, don't throw anything away. You can make little penny rug things, which eventually could be a penny rug. This was one in progress. So, I think that's covered everything. The stacking is the key, and the contrast stitching is the key. And I'd like to thank you for spending some time with me. My name's Betty Lerner. I represent the Amherst Quilters Guild. Sorry, I've just been a member for a long time. I still think of it as the Amherst Museum Quilters Guild. But thank you for spending some time with us. Don't forget to hit the like button, and we'll see you next time.